Hello all and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chandramani Pandey and thank you very much for watching my other videos.
Today I will explain Windows Backup for Organization, a recently introduced feature by Microsoft. This is a Microsoft tool that helps businesses save their settings and apps. Windows Backup for Organization is an enterprise grade feature designed to streamline device transition by securely preserving user settings and Microsoft Store app configuration. Now let's understand where we can use this Windows Backup for Organization. So Windows Backup for Organization is made for a business and schools. It saves your personal settings and Microsoft Store apps. This tool makes life easier for IT teams. It helps when switching user from Windows 10 to Windows 11 or refreshing devices. It will also help companies manage devices and setting through the cloud. Now let's understand the system requirements to use Windows Backup for Organization. So to enable the backup, the device join type must be Microsoft Entra or Microsoft Entra Hybrid Join, and the device version should be on or above as mentioned in the screenshot. And the restore feature is available on the device that meets the below requirement. The device build version is on or above mentioned in the screenshot, and the user must have at least one backup profile. If we are using autopilot, the profile must be configured to use user driven mode, not self deploying mode, and the device join type must be Microsoft Entra join. Now let's understand how we can configure the Windows backup and restore. So to configure this, we must enable the backup process. Also, we must enable the restore process. With respect to backup process, we are going to create an backup profile. That backup profile runs automatically every 8 days. It saves your setting, preference, and the list of Microsoft apps that have installed. And if you want to start the backup, you can also start the backup manually. With respect to restore process, first admin must need to turn the restore option, which is by default disabled. And when you are starting your device for the first time, you will go through the setup process, also known as out of box experience. Then we have to sign in with the same work or school account we use for the backup. And then we will see the restore screen from where we can select the restore from the old device, or we can also select the press start. Before we dive in, if you are new to my channel or haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any further videos. Now let's see how we can enable the Windows backup and restore using the Intune. So right now I am on my client machine. Let me first show you the machine version. So let me type winver command, and we can see that the build version is 261004946, which is a supported version. And if you search for a application called backup, we can see that there is a setting called backup and sync your setting. And we can see that as of now, the app list is not backed up and preferences is also not backed up. And we are also getting an information message saying that sync is not available for your account. Contact your system administrator to resolve it. And we can also check the application. So if we select the default application, and if we find the application called backup, we can see that the Windows backup. Now, the third thing we have to check, what is the device join type. So what we have to do, we have to type CMD, and then here we have to run a command called tsreg cmd \status. And now we can see that the device join type is as already joined, and this device is also enrolled in Intune. And now what we have to do, we have to create a backup policy and the restore policy. So for that, we have to go to the Intune portal and I am logged in Intune as a global administrator. And to create a backup Windows setting policy, we have to go to the devices, and within devices, we have to go to the Windows platform, and then we have to create a configuration profile. Let me create a configuration profile, and we have to select the Windows 10 later, and the profile type is setting catalog. Let me give it a name, backup Windows settings, and then same thing I am going to provide in the description section, and click on next, and then we have to click on add settings, and here we have to search for sync your setting, and within the sync your setting, and within sync your setting we have many settings, but we have to select enable Windows backup, and then click on enable Windows backup, and then click on next, and then click on next. And then for now I am going to deploy to the all devices, but in your case test it on some of the devices and then take the decision accordingly. So let me add all devices and click on next and click on create. Now we have enabled the backup window setting. Let me go to the machine and initiate a sync. Now we have created a backup policy. Now next policy we have to create a or enable the restore policy. So to enable a restore policy, we have to go to the enrollments, and within enrollments we can see the policy called Windows backup and restore, and we can see that this policy is applied to all the users, but as of now this policy is not configured by default. In the new tenant it is not automatically configured, and in the disable mode we have to configure it. Let me click on this policy and click on save, and now this policy is deployed to the all the users available in this tenant. Now if you go to the machine and check the policies, we can see that there is a policy called settings sync, and this is now showing as downloaded. And let me go to the account and see whether the policy is showing as enable or not. Now we are not able to see any information message. The sync is policy is not enabled for your tenant. It will take some time to enable it. Now we can see that the backup is now showing as green, but it's still taking some time to take the backup of application list. And now we can also verify whether the policy is applied on the device. So what we can do, we can open the event viewer, and because this is a Intune policy, so we have to go to the application and services logs and go to the Microsoft, and within Microsoft go to the Windows folder, and within that we have to open the device management enterprise diagnostic provider, and then we have to go to the admin section, and here we can see the policy called enable Windows backup, and the area is sync setting is now applied on the device. We can also see that there is a schedule task. Let me open the task scheduler, and within the task scheduler go to the Microsoft Windows, and within that we have a task scheduler called Cloud Restore, and we can see that this is a task scheduler. We can see that we have a backup task and we have a restore task. So let me click on manually and run this task. But in production, you no need to run it manually. It will automatically trigger. And let me refresh this. It is running. And now it is completed. We can see now it is not showing as backed up. So let me restart this machine. Now we can see the application list and the preferences both are showing as backed up. And if you want to open the Windows backup GUI, so what you have to do, you have to open a run command and you have to type this command explorer.exe space shell colon app folder, and this is the application, and then we have to run this entire command. So let me run this command, copy, and let me open the run command, and then we have to paste this and click on OK. And now we can see that it is showing that this particular machine, this is a virtual machine, last backup date, and we can see that under setting, accessibility, personalization, language preference and directory and other Windows settings is all showing as backed up. You can click on continue and it will again take a backup of your existing settings, and click on close. So what I will do to test this functionality, let me go to the App Store and let me install one application from the store. Let me install an application called Windows Configuration Designer. Now the Windows Configuration Designer application is now installed on this machine. And last thing, let me open the registry and go to the HKCU. And within HKCU, we have to go to the software, and within software, we have to go to the Microsoft, then Windows, and within Windows we have to go to the current version, and then we have to go to the cloud storage, and then here we can see that the system metadata, where we can see that this is the cloud backup profile ID, cloud storage status is 1, last full backup completed time, last profile write successful time. So by reading the registry you can also verify that the backup completed date and time. So right now I am on my another test machine, and currently I am on the out of box experience window, and let's see what is the user experience. So let me select the region and then keyboard layout. And now let's select the setup for work or school account and click on next. And let me provide the enter account and password. Now we can see that we are getting an option to restore from your PC backup. And we can see that this is my PC name and the last backup date is also showing here. And if we click on the more option, we can restore from this PC backup, or we can also set up as a new PC. So let me click on continue, and now it is started restoring from my PC backup. You can also validate whether the restore action is now started or not. So to do this, we have to open the event viewer, and within the event viewer, we have to go to the application and services logs. And within that, we have to go to the Microsoft Windows, and then we have to search for Cloud Restore Launcher, and if you open this operation logs, you can see all the entries. Our restore operation has completed, and we can see all the variables level information. And if you scroll down, and the very first information, our restore operation has started. So this is how you can check whether the cloud restore launcher is running or not. So that's all I want to show you what is Windows backup for organization and how we can configure it and what is the end user experience.
I hope this is an informative video for you. Thank you very much for watching this video.